Hello. I am about a minute early and I just wanted to be able to share myself out a little bit here. How is everybody doing today? This week has gone by crazy fast, it feels like to me. Okay, let me get myself shared here. Hmm. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. I was like, why does that look so weird? There we go. One more place. Okay. I am glad that it's almost the weekend, though. I always have lots of plans for the weekend. I don't always accomplish everything that I have planned for the weekend, but I always am hopeful. I always start out hopeful. Hey, Phyllis, thanks for hopping on. I'm back in this black and white journal. I haven't worked in it in a while, and honestly, I haven't even looked at it, so I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. But I have my little pouch of goodies that I'm going to look in and grab from. Let me switch this around. There we go. Now you can see the good stuff. I'm actually going to... My lips are really dry, so pardon me. Well, I put on some lip gloss stuff. Okay, I do also want to show you guys the charms that I made. I made some more since we made them in our group on Tuesday. I started them. I still worked on them again on Wednesday, and then last night I made some that I thought would be really funny. So there are a lot of these little things because you know how it is. You find something new and then all of a sudden you're obsessed. And I was trying to find the best way and the best products and all of that. And I just have them hanging on this is actually a Christmas ornament, Christmas ornament thing. But I think that they're really fun. Good to see you, Lisa. Hey, Lori. So we tried this glossy accents, and this takes about 24 hours. These little rectangles are like in the sewing department. They're like these little ones, for some reason they called rectangle hoops. What is a word I'm looking for? But like rectangled rings, that's what they called them. But the bigger size like this, they called buckles. But they're just in the sewing department in that Sewology brand, all these different sizes. And we put this in it, and I just felt like it was a little... If you use, like, this one is just regular paper. If you use cardstock, it's a little bit more sturdy. But this little lady and her sewing machine, we did that, and I ended up doing the UV resin because it just didn't feel sturdy enough to me. Like, I felt like I could push it and it would have given. And for the little hanger on these, I just used some wire like this. And I've just become... Oh, and this one I actually was able to put my name on. Showbell. And this was like a piece of jewelry. So after I ran out of these little frames, I was finding all kinds of little things to use instead. And then Lori Wallace, she was like, she was using the ones that have the back. And I was like, oh, I have ones like that. So then I started doing these. And I'm still working on how to get all the bubbles out. Like this is, a encyclopedia page. This one has a really cool bird and the nest. It's hard to see. But then this one says, I'm nicer when I like my outfit. Hey, Callie. This one says, I wish my life had background music so I knew what the hell was going on. And then I kind of got these, some of these are pretty snarky. This one says, my guardian angel be like, what is she doing now? Yeah, the black ones are really good. I like those. This one says, well, 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 if it isn't the bridge I said I'd cross when I came to it. And then these, oh wait, this one says, I'm not a hoarder. I'm curating a future estate sale people will fight over. And then these have cuss words. So I don't know if you are offended, but this one says, me to me. B, you stress me out. And this one I think is hilarious, but if you are not one to like the F-bomb, it says, behold the field in which I grow my F's, and thy will see that 'tis barren. Which cracks me up. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I've got like I don't know, 20 or 25 here now. So there's 2 days of productivity or I don't know, not productivity. Depends on how you look at it. So let's get, I know there's a signature in here. I have not worked in this in a while. Make sure I have all the goodies. Okay. I definitely want to use this. I don't know what happened to, there's a tag. This is my signature. I made for like this right here is the background of a cluster thing that I made of fabric that I was going to put this cameo on top of or something on top of, and I have lost that little cluster. So we've got our tags. I always admire people that are so organized when they go live and they know exactly what they're going to do. That's not necessarily me, y'all. I kind of go with my feeling within each, each little thing. I always just kind of go with my gut. So here's my basket of like kind of works in progress. And so I'm thinking that maybe my little cluster, is that it? Yep. There it is. There's my little cluster. Okay. So let's see, because, I don't normally do a closure. I just kind of wanted, how did I have it? Like that. And then put that there. I can use, I've got quite a bit of this lace. So I can do like where I put one end through here. I think I do like this though, for sure. So what I'll do right now is glue this cameo and we'll clamp it down there. I'm using a lot of glue. And then I'm going to use one of my little clamps here and we'll set that aside. Let that set up. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. Hey, Amanda, how are you? And I think that this is probably going to be the tie. Okay, the other thing that I have to fix on this is, you know, this is the box that the February pack was in. And there's this right here. So I'm thinking I'm going to need something. Excuse me. Do I want to use like this? I don't know if that will. You know, I could put a popsicle stick there and then cover it and do like a belly band situation. Hi, Lori. Thanks, you guys, for coming on. Appreciate you. I'm thinking that might be my best bet. What I don't want to do is glue this down and then have it not really be sturdy enough. All right, I'm going to go get a popsicle stick. They're just right here in the other room. I turned on the light in there and Bugs is laying on that bed and looked at me like, excuse me, ma'am. I think it's like right here. So I think if I just put that down, it'll reinforce it. And then I can just cover that with some, oh, you know what? Hey, I still have this stuff from my Peddler's Alley. I'm just trying to think about, well, I will do I'll do the, like how I'm gonna kind of, I don't really feel like I need to camouflage it too much. I just don't know if a belly band that close is what I want. I might try and do like a graphic or something and make it big so that it is like a pocket, you know? And then I'm going to use some of my new charms in here too. And I think I like this one because this is kind of busy. I must not have used this one yet. Oh no, I have. So the back of this, I'm trying to decide, do I want to try and cover that up and then make this like the belly band? But I don't, I feel like things will get caught. No, I'm just going to tuck it down. A tuck, yeah. So that's what I was kind of thinking, but I'm stumped as to, this will just have to be, okay, let's find, this kind of tall paper. So and then like it could be on, it would be like on several sides. I would cut that, but it would be like that. That would all be covered up. And then just do like a thumb notch. See if I have another paper I like better. I think I might like this better than this. So I would put that, to cut that down a little bit. And then that. Where's my ruler? I'm getting into it now. And a little bit more off this way. And then this will go over the top of that. I'll edge that. And I think I will reinforce this with some cardstock. Which, you know, I always have a gazillion pieces of until right here until I'm lining it. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to get some. I don't want to use any of my colored ones. Oh my goodness. That puppy dog is about to get spanked. I don't know if I was in the group or on here, but I told the girls that Charlie has decided that she can get into my fabric. I have those under the bed shoe things, and I just have the fabric in the shoe compartments. That little stinker has chewed through the plastic of the container and has been taking my fabric out. And I told her no, and when I caught her red-handed and told her no, and I just went back in there in that room, and she has pulled that stinking thing out from under the bed again and gotten more fabric out of it. I know, Lori, right? Hey, Linda. So I am just wanting to reinforce this, make it just a little bit more sturdy. And I'm just going to glue these two pieces of paper together. And I do not want, because it's going to be a tuck, I don't want any edges coming up or anything like that where paper can get caught. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Would you all look and see what's under here? It's not really cardstock. I'm going to try and squish the glue all the way out to the edges. I'll just kind of get rid of that. Once Fabri-Tac dries, you can usually... Hi, Janet. They are adorable demons. That is such a great... Oh my gosh. As I'm getting my Fabri-Tac into this little ball. Does anybody else like this with their Fabri-Tac? I mean, it's one of the good things about it, really. It does hold really well, but if you get it on things, you can usually get it off pretty easily. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about the white right here because that is the edge that's going to be under the ribbon. But that I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. It's a little small for me to try and tear. And then I'm going to use... I don't use black ink very often. And this has sponge had blue on it. But I think that's okay. There we go. Okay. So the back cover hasn't really done that yet, but I can see right there where it probably will. So we'll probably do something there as well. Okay. Put that there. We'll glue that on the 3 sides. Do a notch here. What's everybody doing today? And is it nice where you're at? It is. Oh, it doesn't say the temperature there. Sometimes it does on my laptop and sometimes it doesn't. But it had been so nice. And then it just got back to season, actually, what the season is usually like, which is colder. Today is pretty nice though, actually. What size is the spine? Let me measure. And I think it's 2, yeah. Because this was a box, and I want to say it was like, gosh, it's the box I shipped the stuff in. I should know. 9 by 9 by 2 or 8 by 9 by 2, something along those lines. Trying to chew through it. Now I see what you're saying. Yes, Lori, she would chew through it. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh my gosh, I love that. I went to a new restaurant last night. I usually get to go to the new restaurants with my girlfriends. My husband's not super adventurous when it comes to eating out. I think he just wants a sure thing. You know what I mean? Like he knows what he likes, and generally speaking, he likes steak and potatoes, meat and potatoes. And we went to this Creole kitchen. Hey, Pam, last night. Oh, Callie, that's so exciting. So is there like noise and construction noise? But this Creole kitchen place we went to last night was super good. I got crab cakes and they were yummy. They didn't have some crab cakes, they didn't have anything in them but like crab and maybe panko, like binder. And it was like, she told me the ingredients. There was only 3 ingredients. And then the girl that, one of the girls wasn't able to come. She got called away last minute. And so it was just the 2 of us. And she got these pot roast nachos, which doesn't necessarily sound great, but they were good too, because we split. Whenever that particular friend of mine, she likes to split everything, which is kind of fun. It's kind of a fun way to go eat out. So we're not going to get anything too big in there because that's a pretty tight pocket. What I should have done is and on the one on the back, I will do it where you make like the flaps so that it gives your pocket a little lift. You guys know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I brought the leftovers home to Tommy and he thought they tasted pretty good. I'm not super thrilled with that white there. But there was really no way to maneuver this. But I mean, it goes, I guess. It's just, I could fold it down. I don't know if I like that either. It's going to be like this for a minute. And right now I'm hungry. I can tell that my tummy is going to be growling. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Let's see, I have a black. shall we try and use one of our new... I love this bird's nest. I wish that you guys could see it better. Like, this is the nest, and there's... I think you can kind of see the bird. It was... This encyclopedia page was just set in here, and somehow I was able to get both of the pictures. The other one is like kind of some foliage, and then I put a dried flower under there. I don't know if these will be too big to... I thought I might try and just like hang them on here. But I don't know if that'll work. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna like that. I should have done it before I glued it. Once the signature's in there, I don't know if it'll... Not sure. Not sure about that. I mean, I can do one off of the spine, and I can use, like, you know, like a chain. I have more of these chains, and that might be a better option, and have it hanging off the back. Okay. Now over here, there's where this one is bowing. And then I can do another one of these ribbons. I was like, what did I do with my Fabri-Tac? Oh, yeah, the AC. You're going to have, I mean, you have to have that. You won't want to be out there otherwise. If there's not some kind of climate control in there, you're, you know what I mean? You're not even going to utilize it. Okay. Oops. Easy there. Easy there, kid. That's what I say to Charlie all the time. Easy there, kid. Sounds like such an old man thing to say, right? Why is she whining? Charlie! She's stuck somewhere. Oh, my husband's walking in the door. That's why. I'm like, what is she whining about? Okay, so let me... She's just happy to see him, that's all. Do the same thing on here. Yeah, in Louisiana, I can't imagine not having AC. Lord. Everything would just be damp all the time, it seems like. All right, so this is just reinforcing this paper. yeah, Cheryl. This was the February box, this monochromatic, and I have really enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed it. And I kind of am like, man, how am I going to this was February. So how am I going to follow this up? This is so awesome. Okay, so I think, let me think. I'm going to want this, right? Like I want it to fold and glue like that, like these two things to glue. Okay, and then tear a little bit off. Cheryl, I haven't ever, I've come across a couple of different sets of hat pins at auction, but I haven't been in a situation where I can bid on them because, when you do that, you have to pick things up. Like, you don't pick them up, they'll put them back for sale. But are you still using the hat pins that you got from me, or are you interested in any more? Because they've come up several different times. I think I even want that a little bit shorter. Let's see which one of these I like with it. And this bunch of ribbons, Cheryl, if you're doing a black and white, I don't know if Lori still has these at My Peddler's Alley. Hey, Angela. Thanks for humping on, friend. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. Okay, so I won't be seeing that. Maybe that's... I think I like this one better than the one with the flowers. Do you guys have an opinion on that? It might just be that the flower one is it's true white, and I feel like the off-white looks better. Let's edge this in black. See if we can't get the full effect. Right? Those are the two key words: cool and inexpensive. Right. And they have been pretty cool. I just am like, okay. Sometimes, I mean, I'm much better now than I used to be when I first started with the auction things. But sometimes you get into this, this is mine, and so you start bidding like crazy. You have to be careful not to do that. So usually, before I ever bid on anything, I kind of know in my mind what my high end is, and sometimes I won't bid on anything until like an hour or so before the auction closes, because then you can really see. Hey, Linda, with the linen ink. Oh, yeah. Do you like the flowers better, Callie? Because then you can see like how bad people want it, and sometimes by that point it's already so far out of what I'm willing to pay that I don't even have to. I don't put myself in the position to feel like this is mine. Okay, so we got that there. I move this over a little bit. I'm looking at it and I just like the other one better. The kind of chevron one. You did, Angela. Was you starting to wonder why you weren't winning anything? I know. I think that, like, just like anything, though, I know the first time I did it, I was like, it just feels weird. Like you're just not sure, you know. Um, but you'll get to where you have your favorite sellers, you know, and then it's all over. So this one will be a little bit easier to use because I got these little fold downs. Because the other pocket I have over on the other side is just so tight. Oops, I want to do that on here actually. I can make that straight on this end because this end's going to be covered. Yeah, you're a little late, Linda. That's okay. Were you, I don't know if you had texted me back, but um, this is why I haven't responded. If you have. That's on there good. Okay. I was thinking maybe I didn't get that on there good. So I want about the same amount sticking off, and I'll trim that. And this will hopefully keep it from bending in those weak spots. Oh, Fabritech, how I love thee. This receipt is Northeastern State Teachers College for $12, Central High School History and School Law. This paper was so fragile that I had to kind of reinforce it in a couple of places there. I might still have to do some washi. Looks like there. They do. Oh Lord. It's on now. It's on now. If you guys didn't see, Linda's telling me about that because Phyllis made this adorable little, this is her house. Isn't that just like her dog? I love it. Out of 45 sleeves, made this little book thing. It's still sitting up here on my, I thought it was so cute. Oh! Pardon me. Hold, please. Oh, am I going to be upside down now? Yep. Okay, I'm going to flip it. Maybe. Oh, come on, grab hold. You silly thing. There we go. Okay. Got a little excited there. Okay. I'm just going to use some of this heat tape. I just find it to be the tape that I used to make, to look like old tape. It was just, I don't know, it was just a hassle. I can't remember who I follow that used that now. This heat tape stuff, but it's just on Amazon. And it just kind of has the same look as that antique, old tape. And it comes in, looks like, oh Lord, the dust. Let me dust them off first. But it comes in 5 different sizes. And I think it is just called heat tape. I'm glad I didn't pee my pants too. I'd have been like, due to unforeseen circumstances, we will be cutting this live short today. My husband is home. I need to go out there and check on him as soon as I can, though, because something fell on his head today at work, and they told him he had a concussion. Apparently, he drove home. He went to the doctor at his place of employment twice. I don't like how floppy that is. I might have to do something with that. Oh yeah, that's a cute pocket. Yes, yes, they are. And you can make your own, and it's really not that hard to, take a bunch of tape if you put it on acetate and then use like alcohol inks and stuff to dye it. But I don't know. No, he doesn't work in a hard hat area. It's kind of I think I haven't got to talk to him really too much. Like, I was kind of saying, do you let me come and get you? And he was like, I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. They've told me that I can't, that I have to stay at my desk, and that I'm not to use the computer. I don't know. Maybe they thought he would order a bunch of stuff or something. I don't know. But so it's like they were taking good care of him, but at the same time, he did drive himself home. That was like before lunchtime. I want to say that he told me it happened. So we've got that where those creases were going sturdy. I'll still have to figure out what I want to do with these tabs. I might fold them over. I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. Just try and fray them out, cover them with lace. I have this signature. I really need to make another signature. I feel like this is a 2 signature book. I do love the black and white. I have more of this ticking wallpaper. I have to figure out what to do here. This is a nice pocket. I might just have to take like some heavier cardstock. I love this bag, but I won't lose it on the other side. Sometimes you can, like, if even doing something, sometimes the glue medium will reinforce it. I just don't know that it would reinforce that enough. But that's not bad, being able to see that through. It's kind of cool looking. Hey, Anne. Leave a black and white. Oh, couldn't put anything on. Yeah, which I can't even remember what he told me. He said it took him down to his knees, he said, which, all right, I'm not going to talk about it. It's starting to make me well up a little bit, so I'm not going to talk about it. Not just yet. But he told me he was fine, and honestly, of the two of us, he's way more of a cautious type person when it comes to stuff like that. I'm more one to blow things off than he is. So, oh, Linda. Oh, love. I thought you said leave, and I was like, I understand now. Yeah, yeah. This is definitely one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite boxes I've ever sent out for sure. And like I said, the March one, when I sent it out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I can follow up that black and white. It was so cool. So cool. So yeah, I just need to do another, I want to do that way. Signature. That cute bag. Look at this cute bag. That could be a really cute belly band, right? You have to make a really long and skinny tag for that. And maybe make some of those little envelopes to go up that. Oh my gosh. I know that I have this humongous set of envelope templates. I want to say, because there's a pretty small one. These are all big. You just lay them on your paper and then cut around them. And it gives you that size of an envelope. That's a really big one too. I thought I had little ones. when I rearranged, I put all of my stencils in one spot. I'll have to use my It Works thing. The Works thing, I mean. I know several of you guys have one too where you can make the envelopes with it. This card out. Envelope. It's been a while. I have to read again. Envelope. Select card size. Trim paper to correct paper size. So, card size, let's say, what do we want? Three by 3 is the smallest we can do, it looks like. Yep, so we'll do 3 by 3. So that means that paper size needs to be 5 by 5. I'll make an envelope out of this. I usually just do this kind of freehand. Oh my gosh, it's been too long. Let's see if I can figure this out. Nope, it's not coming back to me. Okay. Align left edge of paper to alignment guide measurement from chart and score 2-inch mark. Alignment guide, 2.5. 2.5. And then you score, if I remember correctly. And then you rotate your paper, right? And score again. Have you guys done this? And then rotate. Oops, and score. And then rotate and score. And then you use this little thing over here to take the notch out. Envelope punch. Is that? I'm just going to use my scissors because I don't remember. And then I'll do one of these with that black paper, like what I used for the pockets on the inside of the cover. I can hear Tommy snoring, so he has fallen asleep. I kind of like envelopes to be, you know, not square, but yes, you have to read it every time. Oh, really? You guys think so? I was thinking it was Normally I just eyeball everything and fold and cut and whatnot. One of the things I like about the black and white is that it's not grunge, but it has the feel of it somehow. It's like this very feminine, it's like a good mix of feminine and masculine, or feminine and grunge somehow. I love a good juxtaposition. So, let's see. Well, maybe I just need one. And then I need to put a little something here for this to tuck, I think. It's awful cute. I'm not sure. I think I can round that. I'm not sure I want to glue it down. It might just have to be clipped on there. Could go like that and flip out. I don't know that we need two. But I could do one that way and one that way. I would use this paper for the other one. Maybe. It's kind of cute. Yeah, Cheryl, I agree. Now, at the company, the place he works has got like 10,000 employees, and they are very, generally speaking, he had to go to medical as soon as it happened, and then they had him come back after several hours. I'm sure that they were checking his pupils, making sure that they were the same, and he said that he wasn't nauseated at all. As far as like, he didn't have any, they say if you throw up or anything. They did say that he probably had a concussion. And I was just like, okay, well, do you feel, because he said his neck hurt too. I'm like, oh my gosh, do we need to go to the doctor? And he said the doctor here's looking at me, and I'm like, well, do we need to go to a doctor that doesn't work for the company that injured you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I will definitely be watching him close tonight. I'm going to take my laptop out there where he's laying down and work out there. You like the envelope? The two papers together, I think. Let's see, I want to say, let me do this first. And I am going to kind of move it to one side here. I don't know why, it just feels like it needs to be. So then do that. Oh, right there. And then I do this one, so this one would flip out this way, and then this one would flip out that way. I'll do that real quick. Yeah, I'm sure. I would guess that they probably did. I don't know. You know, I think about all of the things you hear, you know, people getting injured at work and whatnot. And this paper, I like it a lot. It is from, it's one that I buy all the time, every time I get close to running out of my favorite pages in it. So it's not like super thick. So when you score it, you kind of got to be careful not to go all the way, you know, not to actually cut it instead of just scoring it. I like I want to say Theodosia Square and something worn. It might just be worn. But most of the pages are along these lines, different color schemes. All right, you. Trying to decide if I want the torn edge. Yeah, so, right? Yeah, Lisa, I agree. I said, well, you know, if you don't feel like you can go to work tomorrow, this was through text earlier, then to me, that means I should come get you and we should go to the doctor. And he's like, I will go to work tomorrow. I'll be fine. And like I say, generally speaking, he's more one to go to the doctor than I am. And that's really the only thing that is kind of holding me back from insisting, because I usually tease him about being, you know, too much that way. That's going to end up being covered up anyway. I don't know why but I did like this rounded T. Maybe he's awake. Okay, so this would go there, and then this one would go there. I might like them better, just both. You know what I think I could do? I think that I could anchor this to something over here if I wanted to get fancy and they could slide. You know what I mean? Like you could just, but I don't know that's not necessary. Maybe something to keep in mind for another project. I will, Cheryl. Yeah, I remember when our kids in sports more than once have had concussions. So I can even just glue it to where it's more centered too. Glue that. I think I like it like that. So you guys tell me, do you like it like this, or do you think just gluing them on with the flap like that so that they are functional this way? I tend to like it like this, I think. Yeah, they did. They kept him in an office with his, like, but they didn't allow him to use his computer either. I'm like, then why not just come home, honestly. Okay, I think this is how I'm going to attach them right here. I am going to go ahead and get off here, though. I've been on over an hour, I guess. My mouse is not working. What's going on? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have them like this, and then they'll both flip. And I guess I could do it both ways since I'm going to center them. It wouldn't have to, like one could go this way and one could go this way. Flip flop. And then I could do like, a piece of lace or a piece of black right there. Yes, that would look really good. A piece all the way down right there. It could be a double belly band. Yeah. Both ways are fun. Yeah. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I do enjoy working in this journal. It's going to be one of the journals that, sometimes when you finish a journal, you kind of have a mourning period. Is that just me? Like if it's one that you really love, there's a part of you that wants it to keep going. So yeah, it might be something I have to do again, a black and white, or it wouldn't even have to be black and white. You could do, red and white even. Any two colors might be kind of cool. So, all right, I'm going to go check on him, and thank you very much, Linda. I appreciate that a lot. So I will be the, Dr. Schmachter, I'll be the judge. I'll do the assessment, see what's going on. But I hope that you guys are going to be in the Crafty Bunch on Sunday for sure. This Saturday, Nicole with Adoria Creations will have her Saturdays in the Crafty Bunch. And then Sunday is the beginner journal group. And then I'm really looking forward to Monday and Tuesday. That is Nicole Prose is doing a kind of charitable, we're all making journals. It's a 2-day event for a beauty for ashes. Oh gosh, I don't want to get that wrong. The event is going to Beauty from Ashes recovery program. So we're making journals for women in recovery for them to use journaling in their recovery journey. So I'm super excited about that. That's near and dear to my heart, that whole cause. So I will see you this weekend and then Monday and Tuesday next week. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh, you got my mail, Hallie. Oh, yeah, you did. You bought that journal. Yep. All right. Bye, guys.